Snoop Dogg. It's in the game. Blow your mind.
Why you do that? Like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad? Like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag. My bag. You ain't getting...
Well, Coach, no rain in the forecast. That's the good news, but it is a chilly December day here in the Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Arizona Cardinals. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. This is David Johnson, the former All-Pro. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
Tighten up. Pull together. Jim.
Now Johnson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. First down, Murray. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Johnson. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 12 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 12. And the Cardinal first down.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Here we go. Watch the pass. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Slant.
This is Logan. And an alley to run. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front, because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Murray now on first down. Throw left side, complete to Isabella. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
2nd down, Murray sets to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Able to find Isabella. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That goes for 14 yards. 1st down, Cardinals.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
On 1st down, Logan. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
On 2nd and 11 now. Murray rolling to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
So play number 10 now coming. It's been a long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. They'll run it here with Logan. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. T.J. Logan, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
58, the mic. Danny. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Big Dan, let's go.
Now they'll run it with Scarborough. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down.
It's fourth down.
Fourth down, and out is the all-pro punter from a year ago, Michael Dixon, to punt for Seattle. Back deep, Patrick Peterson. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. They decide against going for it on 4th and 1, maybe to the dismay of their offense, but hey, a nice consolation prize down inside the 5.
Nice consolation prize indeed. So maybe the offense is upset, but they showed confidence in their defense by punting it away.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2, as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, here's Murray. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Nice pass that time by the number 1 pick, Kyler Murray. Also drafted 9th in the Major League Baseball draft. He's the only person ever to be taken top 10 in both sports. Go back to his Allen High School days in Texas. He was 42-0 as a starting quarterback. Freshman year was at Texas A&M, then the transfer to Oklahoma, sat behind Baker Mayfield. Then his opportunity came last year. Boy, did he make the most of it. Won the Heisman Trophy and led the Sooners to the college football playoff. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. On the carry, it's Logan. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. A huge play there for Arizona. 61 yards that time on the ground. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's Edmonds. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
The Seattle defense, they haven't broken yet. Coming up here on a 3rd and goal situation. They'll try to run this one in. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. 1-yard gains are trending. The same result on 1st, 2nd, and 3rd down. Gonzalez's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. They took it all the way to the 1, but in the end, opt for 3.
Just doesn't sound right, does it? If you got all the way down to the 1-yard line, isn't that supposed to be a play in the end zone that culminates in a touchdown for your team?
And per usual, it felt like the guys on the sideline wanted to go ahead and go for it.
Of course they did, but of course head coach, it defers back to him, and he made the decision, let's get 3 out of this, make sure we get some points.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of it. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Terrell Suggs, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field. It's a big play there for Seattle. 57 yards. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. Escaping the pressure right. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson flushed out right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Wilson. Called in left side here by Jennings. Man, this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
And Myers able to knock it through. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. Now, that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it. Those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy. And this is going to be intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. On second and 11 now. Wilson, he will find the rookie from Ole Miss. That's DK Metcalf. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Wilson now to throw on third down. Flush to his right. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. They'll run on first down. Carson, and they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set them back for second down.
Mike 58 right there.
On second down, it's Carson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. The Seahawks on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. And that'll be caught by the tight end. It's Ed Dixon with a Seahawk touchdown. Ed Dixon, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Back to the air on 2nd down, it's Murray. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. 12 yards there and a first down.
First down, Arizona.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Mott's 56. Mott's 56. Hey, come on.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. That's complete to Edmonds, his running back. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Again, they'll throw with Murray. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So we have reached halftime here at a good one. 10-10 is our score. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Here's Wilson. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Buying time to his left. And a nice job there defensively to contain him and get him to the ground a few yards short of the first down marker.
I like this effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. Now it's Peterson. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
It's been a struggle all game for them on offense. This was a chance to maybe provide a little bit of a spark with a punt return. Unfortunately, that spark got doused.
Yeah, and you call special teams the 3rd phase, but you see here it can be the 1st phase sometimes.
That is so true, right? It can ignite it one way or the other, and boy, that didn't help them at all.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead.
This is similar to baseball where you walk the leadoff hitter and you don't expect him to come around and score. Almost impossible. Anytime a defense has to defend a short field, you usually end up seeing the result we saw, giving up points.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. L.J. Collier in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long.
Let's go. 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check.
Murray with a 3rd and long. Wide open receiver complete. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent game. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, of that marker.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. The tackle there by Patrick Peterson. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. To throw is Wilson. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 right at the 40. Now a handoff here to his running back. It's the Pro Bowler Chandler Jones who makes the tackle.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Forced out to his left. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
On 1st down, Carson. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Now on 2nd and 13, Wilson. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. The former All-Pro Marcel Darius. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Alert. 14.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. Dancing to his... And the pressure gets to him again. Brooks Reed was able to find his way to the QB.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
1 quarter remains here in Week 16. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Murray now on first down. He's going to let this one go deep. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. So with a big gainer anyways, they'll go ahead and take that instead of the pass interference call.
They didn't need the penalty. It would have been different, right, if they had somehow lost some yardage somewhere, but they did not. Gained all they could, down to the spot of the foul. Nothing to be gained by taking the penalty.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming anyway. Check three. Check on. Switch.
Throwing on first down is Murray. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive, not much sense. From the gun on third down, Murray eluding the pressure. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Seahawks have recovered. Well, let's see now, Charles. That's 7 turnovers between last week and this week. 3 here in this game, 4 in last week's game.
You know I do my research, right? And I go all the way back to the best coaches that have ever been in this game. And all of them started with ball security in some form or another, understanding that taking care of the ball was the key to winning games. They can't believe what they're seeing right now because they spend all this time on it with the fundamentals, taking care of it, tucking it away, and they're not doing it.
Let's go double count right here, double count. Come on, 54. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. It's going to be a long... 14, Friday. It's going to be a long day. Check.
Now Wilson down around his goal line. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. From the gun on third down, Wilson. It's caught right side, Dixon. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
First down, 10 at the 21-yard line.
What? Who's 15? Right there, 54 Mike. Wild Bill.
On first and 10, it's Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 79 yards. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And that time, he came out of the slot for that big play downfield for the score.
I think what we just saw there, partner, is what we call scheming a guy open. Put him in the slot, know that he has tremendous speed. What you're doing with your other receivers is likely running shorter routes to draw the attention closer to the line of scrimmage, to give him a chance to get downfield and turn it into a one-on-one route, often against the safety. You like your odds when he's running against the safety. His speed usually wins, and it did on that play.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over. The other team takes it.
This is intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Andy Isabella was the intended target. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 26-yard line.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Carson, and he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Third and 2, now Wilson. And that is incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over. Hey, check my...
2nd down, Murray sets to throw. And he'll find Hall. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense. Hey, check flag 33. Check flag 33.
From the gun on 3rd down. Murray over the middle, complete. It's Hall. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first. On the NFL scoreboard there in the 4th quarter in Philadelphia. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. If they indeed win, it would be win number 9 on the season.
Check flag 33. Bang it. Bang it. Mark check 33. 33. Let's put him on the buses.
1st down, Murray. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Isabella. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, several media outlets thought Andy Isabella was the top receiver in this year's class out of UMass. He dominated his senior year there. 1,700 yards, 13 touchdowns. They really say that he can just take a top off of defense. He ran a 4.31 40 at the Combine, 3rd fastest of all attendees. And then he was taken 62nd. A lot of experts think he was a major bargain with loads of potential. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Murray now on 1st down. Now a desperation throw deep. And this is caught. And he doesn't quite make it. Taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. They come out here in the I. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here, back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. They run again with Logan. And the result here the same as the last play. Another tackle behind the line of scrimmage by the Seahawk defense. The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. The Seattle defense, they haven't broken yet. Coming up here on a third and goal situation. Murray now, third and goal. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Cassius Marsh in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Murray, one final try. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. Well, Charles, exciting to the very end. That's what we just saw in this game. Final play there, had it in the red zone, but anytime you're outside of the 10, that's tough trying to draw up a final play to get in, and they couldn't do it.
It certainly is. So what they were looking for was, extra time. Too bad it's not FIFA soccer, right, where you get a little